All right, let's stand up. The beginning of our practice starts silent. So we are going to come to the top of the mat, feet together or slightly apart, whatever feels best for your standing posture. And then take your hands to your heart, hands connected, and just start to notice that breath. In through the nose, out through the nose, beginning to cultivate that heat with a slight constriction in the back of the throat, even here at the beginning of our practice. And can you extend the exhale and take a little bit more sip of an inhale? See if we can question each end of the breath. Take one more deep breath and simply let it go. And let's take your hands by your sides. Palms face forward, shoulders roll back. Again, lengthening through the crown of the head, feeling yourself standing as tall as possible. Then open those arms, reach up, inhale. Connect the hands at the top. Exhale, open the arms, forward fold. We go right away with some movement. Then lengthen the back, take the hands on the shins, half lift, gaze just beyond the toes. Exhale, plant the hands. We'll take the first one slowly. Plant the hands and step back to plank pose. I'll give you a couple options here, always options for your practice. So plank pose can be done on or off the knees. We can lower about halfway, elbows hug the rib cage, or you can lower all the way to the ground. So you get to choose cobra or up dog. So let's lower down, either chaturanga or to the ground. Slowly, upward facing dog or cobra pose, little back bend, shoulders squeeze. And then downward dog, lift the hips up and back. And hold this down dog for 5 breaths. So this first one might feel nice to pedal the feet a few times, to move through the arms, shake out the head. But wherever you are, taking deep Ujjayi style breaths. And then walk those feet forward to the top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rising tall, look forward, reach out, reach up. And then let that go. Hands to your heart or to your side. Samasthiti or standing at attention. And we do that again, palms out and up, reach up. A little quicker this time with the breath. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back till you hit the ground. Half lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Chaturanga or to your belly right away. Full exhale. Finish at the bottom. Inhale, lift the heart. Up dog. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Feet stay hip distance. Finger, shoulder distance and spread apart. There's 1. Press into those heels. Lengthen the legs. 2. 3. 4. 5, step or hop forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching out, stand up. And then let it go, exhale. Good, again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive down. Good, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, step or hop back. If it doesn't bother the back, lower down. Squeeze those elbows towards your body. Lift the heart, up dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. and 5 breaths. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the end of that breath, step or hop forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. I think that was number 3. We're going to take the hands down. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Lengthen, inhale. Step back or jump back. We'll lower down, a full exhale. Gaze forward at the top of the mat as you do that. Up dog, looking forward, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. And stay here. Good. Heels turn slightly out. Head is relaxed. In fact, you can slightly tuck the chin. So you're looking up towards the knees or the thighs. Melt the heart towards the thighs. And one more breath. Good. Step or jump forward. Half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Good. Standing tall, rise up. You're going to do this one more time. Exhale, hands release, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up, connect the hands, fingertips together. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Lengthen, inhale, flatten the back, send the shoulders back. Exhale, chaturanga. To your belly or halfway. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Last sun salutation, A. And we hold, downward dog. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Step or hop forward. Landing lightly, half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing tall, rise up. And then finish this A, hands down or to your heart. Sun salutation, B. Bend the knees, sit back, circle those arms up, chair pose. Look towards the hands, connect the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. We go through those same motions, step or jump back, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. But we'll do an extra breath just to help, a little prep here. Deep breath in, preparing that right leg or lifting it. Step the right foot between the hands. Exhale. Spin the back heel down. Just one single breath. We rise up. Hands to the ground. Exhale. Step back, plank to chaturanga or to your belly. Or you can totally just skip this and go straight to down dog. That works too. Once we're back in down dog, pause. Inhale, preparing that left leg. We can lift it or just press a little more firmly. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Back heel descends, warrior 1, reach up. Connect the hands, look up, and then release it. Step back. Lower chaturanga. Up dog, hopefully getting a little warm by now. Downward facing dog, hold it, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Can you get the tailbone higher? 4. Engage the quads by actively trying to lift the knees up. And that's 5. Step or hop forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Back to chair pose or Utkatasana. Reach those arms up, bend the knees. And then let it go. Stand up, hands by your side or to your heart. Just release. We'll do that 2 more times. Bend the knees, circle those arms up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. You know the journey, we keep going. Up dog, inhale. Awesome, downward facing dog. Let's do an extra breath again. Next time we'll take that out. Inhale, step the right foot forward, exhale. Warrior 1. 1, inhale to reach up. Exhale to the ground. Step back. Vinyasa flow. That's often what it's called. Take a vinyasa. Also the title of the class. Okay, take an inhale, preparing the left leg. Step the left foot forward. Back heel down, rise for warrior 1. Hands to the ground. Step back, chaturanga. Up dog. And downward facing dog. We're almost there. So anytime in down dog, if you're like, hey, this is hurting my wrists, my legs, my arms, just take it down to child's pose. It's a great place to still build some flexibility in the hips and expansion through the back. This is a great variation of our down dog. And one last, number 5 breath. Step or hop forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Bend the knees. Sit back. Reach up. And release it. Hands down. One more time. Here we go. Bend the knees. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Lengthen. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And downward facing dog. Right away, step the right foot forward. No extra breath. We're going to try it, the actual pace. Reach up. Hands down, exhale. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Step the left foot forward. It's a quick one. Rise up, inhale. That's why I like an extra breath right there. Exhale to the floor. Thought we'd try it though for the third one. And do your flow through to downward facing dog. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. Step or hop forward. Half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Finish with chair pose. Bend the knees, sit back, reach up, and release it. Hands down, legs straight. Hands on the hips. Jump or step. Feet wide-ish, hip distance. Roll the shoulders back, look up, and then grab your big toes with your peace sign fingers. Exhale, pull down. As you inhale, before we've really pulled down, half lift, look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows. Now we pull down, nose headed in between the knees. Good, lift halfway, inhale. Now slide the hands under the feet, exhale. Stepping on the palms. If you want to, pull yourself down again. Straightening the legs in time, shifting forward into weight to the balls of the feet. In each of these poses, I try to do about 5 breaths, but it might be a little bit less. So we'll release the hands from the feet, lift up about halfway, a little bend in the knees, hands on the hips, exhale, inhale, rise up. Jump, feet back together. Good, and now we're going to do our little stepping back. So right foot steps back, we turn to the back of the room, triangle pose, shift the feet, reach back, hands down to the down the leg or the floor, or you can pull upwards on the big toe with the right fingertips as you look up past the left hand. Yes, and shifting that upper body in line with the legs, so as if you're trying to press into, if my hand were on your back, I'm going to press into it. Look up towards the left fingers. And then on your inhale, rise up, pivot to the front. Exhale, reach, bumping the right hips back, reach that left hand down. Right arm reaches up, turn the body, upper body, so the right shoulder stacks over left. Triangle pose. Trikonasana. Crown of the head reaching forward. Lifting back up, pivot back to the back of the room, maybe hands on the hips. Turn the right toes to the back of the room towards the props. Left hand reaches forward towards the back wall, then finds the foot on the inside or outside for a twisted triangle pose. So straight leg, left hand down, then turn the torso and reach that right hand up, or keep the hand on the hip. Now you should feel a little bit on that right outer thigh, left calf. Lots on the hamstrings. And core strength to support this pose. Okay, rise up, switch sides. Big little windmill, open to the right side of the room, pivot towards the front. You may adjust, so heel to the left foot out to the side a little bit more. Right hand forward, take it down to the inside or outside. Or a block. Blocks are really helpful for these poses specifically to lift the floor a little higher. And then choose your hand where you want that hand to reach. Good. Got to get twisty and detoxify our bodies. Let's rise back up. Inhale, open up to the side of the room. Step to the top of the mat. Reach your hands up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Step or hop back to plank pose, to chaturanga actually, lowering down. We do that right away. Up dog, inhale. And downward facing dog. Step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up tall, inhale. And let it go. Step the right foot back again. Facing the back of the room, bend the right knee, a wider stance. Right elbow can start on the thigh, left hand up, or right hand goes to the outside of the foot as your left arm extends towards the props. Keep rolling that left shoulder open, looking up. Side angle. Ooh. It's a moth. Thought it was a leaf. I was gonna pick it up. Anyway, side angle. Then rise up, inhale, switch sides, pivot to the front. Make sure the back heel is the farthest point from you, so you're not pointing the toes to the back, they're turned inward. Roll the outer thigh, the back thigh inward. And then choose left elbow to your knee or left hand to the outside of the foot. If you can place it fully down on the floor, that's cool, that works. Or fingertips. Good, rising back up, inhale. Get to shift to the back of the room again. You gotta listen, listen. Take the left knee down on the floor, right toes facing the back. Left elbow hooks over the right leg for a twist. Palms pressed together, so we've got this kneeling, twisted lunge variation, or we can lift the back knee to create more strength in the legs. And last option is to open the arms into your lunge twist. And we look up. Try to keep that gaze up past that right shoulder. Keep your focus up towards the hand if it's reaching, or past the elbow. Then lift up, rise up out of that, switch sides. You might use your hands to help you lift. Hands on the thigh, press, lift, shift. Right knee down. Elbow comes across, exhale to get that space in the belly to twist. Left hand pressing, and gaze up towards left shoulder or left arm if it's expanded. Try to keep each side even, but I know there are some factors that limit one side more than the other. See, Alex, can you straighten your back leg? Yeah. There you go. And we rise out of this. Lift up, open up. To the top of the mat. Step forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Just doing a vinyasa. One more time. Exhale, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, building endurance. Bend the knees, step or hop forward. Half lift. Forward fold, exhale. And rise up, inhale. And let it go. Okay. So right foot, we'll step back again. We go wide, face the wall. I'm gonna face you guys. This is nice, okay. Facing the wall, hands on the hips, roll the shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground, in line with the feet, fold forward. Turn the heels out a little bit more. Lift halfway, inhale, just to find a little prep breath length. And exhale, forehead down towards the floor. This next series we're gonna have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with. So keep breathing, knowing your own limits and guiding yourself on this path of the next few poses. All right, lengthen, lifting about halfway up. Exhale, just pause, hands go to your hips. And rise up. And before we get to this next section, turn the toes out a whole lot, all the way out. Bend the knees. Open those knees, squeeze the glutes, shoulders over the hips, open those arms. Palms can be, I don't know, up or down. Gonna keep squeezing the glute medius. That's what helps to open those knees a little higher or wider. And then get a tiny bit lower. Yeah, goddess pose. Good, straighten the legs, turn the toes forward again. Keep the hands reaching. Hands on the hips. Exhale, inhale, roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Take the hands down again. But pause for a moment. I know it still seems like we're early on in the practice. We're going to do our best for this series. So you're going to walk the feet wider. And as wide as you are able. So walk the feet wide so the hips come down a few inches. Your heels might even be down, your toes might be up. Depends on where you are. We're really getting in, it's going into splits, wide splits, but your version. So wide, wide legs. Not like this, like that, like you, all of you, okay. I'll not get down that low. Okay. So hold it. Again, I said love-hate relationship. So if there's going to come out of it a little bit, that's cool. Nothing super terrible is going to happen. You've got your hands to support you. Okay. Shifting to the front. You're going to take that right knee down. You're going to walk the hands over to the left side. Take the right knee down first. Left hand flips over, loops over the left leg as you extend into a version of half splits, 3/4 splits, full splits. Try to stay on your mat for this too. Talking to myself. Okay, on the mat, because knees. You straighten your front leg, yeah. And you might have to shift back a bit. Yep, there you go. Good. Good. And then a fold forward. Couple inches, that's all we can do. Okay, we can stay in the fold, or if you'd like to try, it's helpful with a block underneath, but without that, we can try the squeeze together, reach up. The reach up is yeah. Lots of options for the splits. Okay, we get to turn back to the side. So bring the knee back in, walk the hands back to the middle where you came from, which was to this wall over here. I'm the opposite of you. Here we go. Now we're back in the middle. Pause, breathe. Try to get wide again. This is going to really help for our poses moving forward. Just might not seem like it right now. Okay, take the left knee down as you pivot and turn to the right side of the room, to the back. Right hand over the leg and extend into half splits, 3/4, or full. Okay, we can fold forward just a few inches, walk the hands forward. And then walk, actually, if you want to try that lifted up version, reach the hands up. Oh, or keep that fold into splits. Hands back down, walk your hands back to the left side into that wide stance or wide forward fold. So you're not trying to fold now, it's more about the legs opening. And we keep going. Then use your hands and your knees appropriately so you can sit down in a wide leg position. So I've got weird flexibility, so it's a little, that's a simple transition, but not for many. So take the knee down, hands, do a little Guitar Hero thing, and then we've got wide legs, good. And then scooch yourself wide, sit tall. Toes up, pressing through the heels. Reach those hands up, connect the hands and look up. And soften the shoulders. And then reach forward, hands down. Last one, hands come forward. And by this time, the legs are definitely feeling something. Okay, walk your hands back up. Bend the knees slowly and just bring them to the front of the mat. Ooh. Scooch, scooch. How do your legs feel? Like sunshine and rainbows. Okay. Whew. All right, you get to cross the legs. Roll forward, step back. Chaturanga, up dog, and downward facing dog. And from this down dog, take the right leg and lift it up behind you. Bend your knee, maybe give a little open hip version or rotate through the ankle. Keep equal weight in both hands. Then lengthen the leg towards the sky. Behind you, long leg, roll that right hip down towards the floor. Bend the knee, step between the hands. Lunge. Bend the back knee. It's gonna feel, we're not doing the splits, but you'll definitely feel the back leg again. We're looking to open up this quad, okay? So lift on up, hands to your thigh. Press forward, lower belly pulls inward. Try to squeeze your heel and your back knee together. Then reach up, reach back. Find this little back bend, more so through the upper and middle part of the back, less about the lower back. And of course, if the knee's bugging you at all, just take it to a lifted knee lunge. And then take your hands down forward, just in front of the toes. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back leg to standing splits. Walk the hands a little closer to the right foot, left leg extended. You can point the toes, that's cool. Just taking the forehead down towards the shin. And then bend the left knee. Knee comes to the outside of the right foot. Place it down, shin down, foot down, sit down. Use your left hand to help you sit. So you've got that right leg crossed over the top. Good, over the top or anywhere on the knee is fine. Okay, right hand behind you, left arm reaching up. Hug the knee or elbow goes to the knee to twist. Look back. Good. Unwind and take it forward. Take the hands to the floor, shift forward, press into the left hand especially, and lift that back leg again to standing splits. So let's try this transition. Press into the hands, reach them forward so that your palms are down. Bend the right knee and do a little hop, hop, hop back to single leg down dog. Left leg is now lifted. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Rotate that ankle. Wiggle the toes. And then lengthen the legs, toes point down, the hips comes to neutral or level. And step between the hands, low lunge. Back knee to the ground. Hands in line with the foot, then walk the hands up to the knee. Actively basically pressing or trying to lengthen that leg forward so you feel the back leg. Abs in, shoulders back. Good, reach the hands up. Add that back bend. You can connect the hands or leave them unconnected if it's better for a shoulder strain. And then the hands come down to the floor in front of the toes. Tuck the back toes under. Lift that back leg, standing splits. Work on balance. So taking one hand maybe to the ankle or fingertips off the floor, or both hands to the ankle as you pull down. Good, then bend that right knee, place it down to the outside of the foot. Use your hands as you need to sit down. Left hand behind you, right arm reaching up. Exhale into your twist. Look back past that left shoulder. Good, and unwind the twist. Lean to the side a bit, walk the hands forward, get onto that knee, and you lift that back leg once more, standing splits. Plant the hands down in front of the feet as far forward as you need. Bend the left knee and do a little hop, hop, back, down dog, and then both feet come down. Shift forward to plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Okay, here we go. Bend the knees and sit down. Take the knees down, cross the ankles, sit back. Got to think about how we get into this next pose. Right knee is going to bend. Take the right leg back. So we've got this little hurdler stretch going on. Feeling the quad. Roll the calf away. Toes point back. Good. So knee, can draw the knee in, knee as much as you can. And you might feel this like tendency to lean to the side. That's normal. We work to getting it down. It does help to have like a blanket or block underneath. Okay. 2 things we could do. Number 1, walk it forward. Start to feel. Or grab that foot, lift it, point the toes. You can also do this by grabbing the calf, the knee, bent knee. So neither one is more intense or anything, it's just different. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. So let that go, switch. Sit down, lean forward or grab of the foot. Be very mindful if there's any knee injuries or past traumas to the knee. We're always careful with the knees. Good, and release that. And swing your legs around, hands down, step back, chaturanga, up dog, downward dog. Okay, shift back to plank pose. Lower to your belly slowly. Hug those elbows in all the way to the ground. Point the toes. Hands reach back, palms up. So the tops of the hands are on the ground, like fingernails to the floor. Press into the tops of the hands, lift the shoulders, and lift the feet, but keep the hands down. Trying to keep the legs together. Gaze just a little bit forward. Good, and lower down. Hands under the shoulders, press to up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. We do that again, come forward, inhale, lower to the ground, exhale. Let's come up onto the forearms. We'll do one at a time. More quad stretching, we're just all about that today. Bend the right knee, reach back with the right hand. We're gonna press the foot down to the outside of the leg. Okay, then switch. Try to get the shoulders to face forward. Anyone getting frustrated with all the back bend style poses? No? Yeah? Tightness shows. Okay, release. You could have super flexible hamstrings, but this practice would be really difficult. All right, up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Okay, bring it forward. Let's lower to the ground once more. Bend both knees. Reach back towards the feet. So what we want to do here is grab the feet at the same time. If not, just hold and lift. You'll get a lot more out of this pose by activating and lifting than you will by grabbing the feet and trying to force into it. So active lift, or take both feet and lift. So close. A strap is helpful too if you are able to. Yeah. It's a great phrase. It's not currently available. Okay, ready to add on? Okay, good to go to the right side. Roll over. Onto that right shoulder. You can do this with one leg or again, no legs. And continue to look up as if you were looking up towards the ceiling if you were upright. So it'll be more forward. Big toes touch. How's that right shoulder feeling? Again, rainbows, sunshine. Okay, can we get back up? Lift. Other side. Exhale. These are the poses we've been building up to. Back to the center. 5 more breaths, lift up. And lower down. Upward dog, press, lift. Downward dog, exhale. And for a moment, child's pose. Take the knees down, sit back. Okay, roll yourself up so you're sitting on your heels. Next up, camel pose. We lift up. We've got 3 versions, maybe 4. It's 3 versions. Hips will stay over the knees, so we're not trying to lean back at all. Hips over the knees. The first version is just rolling, trying to get the circle, hands to the hips, roll the shoulders back, squeeze, hips press forward, and look up. We can stay right there. So lots of core strength engaged to support your back, and lots of squeezing through the upper back and rib cage area, less about crunching in the lower back. To get out of this, start from the lower spine, roll yourself up slowly, and the head is the last thing to come up, and we sit. And we just sit. So we're not trying to get to extreme opposites. That would be like child's pose to back bend. Let's just sit. And we do it again, lift up. You can stay with that same version, or this time instead, hands on the waist. If you look back and see that back wall, one hand at a time to the heels. With the shoulder squeeze, look back or up. Not too much constriction in the neck, of course. And coming out slowly, hands to your waist first, and then rolling yourself up from the bottom to the top. Sit down. One more option. So staying with what you did 1 or 2 prior, or I'll just show you right now because otherwise it's hard to walk you through when you're looking back. The hands, if they're on the heels, cool. You can walk them up to the calves and lean back. Try to touch the head to the floor. If it touches, awesome. If not, that's okay. Oh, the quads. But it's actually less back bend and more a lot of quad strength. Whew. So we can try either way. So we lift up. Let's do it again. One more. Hands on the waist. Start there. Roll the shoulders back. C shape in the spine. And then maybe hands to heels. And that potential, if I could come over and help, I would, but I'll stay here. So hands more on the calves and a little lean back. And then coming back up, slowly come out, hands on the hips. Roll yourself up and sit. I love back bends, by the way, but I haven't been practicing them a whole lot. Not COVID times. Like, I don't want to be open to things. Let me just hide. Okay, let's sit to the side and bring the legs around. But now we shall be open. Roll those thighs in. This is going to feel a little bit of a strain on that lower back just because we just did those back bends. So sit up tall. Just hold. Pull the toes back. Press through the heels. Okay, reach up, and then forward. Ooh. You might shift side to side. That can help your body, tell your body that it's safe. You take an inhale, lengthening out of it. We'll come right back down again. Exhale, and maybe a little deeper. Okay, lifting slowly. Let's take the feet together, knees open wide. And turn the toes out or feet up. Inhale, shift. Exhale, pull forward. Elbows press towards the legs. And then rise up, take those knees together and toes to the top of your mat, and we will roll down. Reach forward, roll slowly to the floor. When you get there, take those knees and hug them in and rock from side to side. Giving yourself some relaxed movement. Good. Then place the feet on the floor about hip distance. Yes, we have another back bend. Press the feet down, hands next to your heels. Let's start with bridge pose. Lift the hips, low back, squeeze the shoulders together. Palms maybe connect or hands can connect behind you. Knees are kind of pulling in just as if you were squeezing a block between your legs. And lower back down, release it, and take a moment to your choice of how to just relax for a second. So one more time, we can do bridge pose, repeat that, or to Urdhva Dhanurasana or wheel pose, which is our bigger back bend. Hands would come under the shoulders, elbows to the sky, heels closer to your backside, and we press to straighten the arms and legs. So let's head on up to a version of a back bend. Pressing to the feet, toes still point forward. I like the bridge pose options today too. Nice choice. Good, and lower back down. Good, knees come together, legs will go straight up. So we can keep the legs up like this with the hips on the ground, or press into the elbows, lift the hips over the shoulders and hands to the mid-back for shoulder stand. Just be very mindful of the pressure on the neck by keeping space between the neck and the floor. And if you're up in shoulder stand, take those feet way behind you for plow pose, hinging at the hips, legs straight, hands stay on the back or interlace and press down towards the ground. And then bend your knees if you're in plow pose around your ears towards the sides of your body. And a slow roll down towards the ground. And as you continue rolling down or bringing your knees and legs down, stay holding the right leg, extend the left leg out in front of you. Pull it in. Let's do a nice happy twist. Exhale as you take that right leg across your body. You might pick up that left hip, tuck it underneath. So we've got this long spine, straight spine, and fully working into the twist. Okay, bring that leg back to the center. Hug the right knee in to reset the hip and the knee. Give it a little squeeze in, and then switch. You might lift up a little bit onto that right hip, left knee draws in, and across the body, twist. Good. Bring your legs back to the center. Now hug that left knee in. Give it a nice little squeeze. And then both knees. You can grab the feet for happy baby pose. Or at this time, any last poses, we're actually going to conclude our practice here. It's a good, nice, relaxed place. So as you feel complete, we mark our way to Shavasana, or lying down position. Make any adjustments you need. Close the eyes. Let go. go of any effort with the breath, the body, the thoughts. Shavasana. Let's take a deep breath in and wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can take a long stretch, reaching back. Another good morning wake up stretch. And then taking your time, let's roll onto your side. Good, and then gently press back up to a seated pose, just more comfortable. We can sit up tall and finish our practice. Okay. So let's take those palms and face them up, and then reach up, take an inhale, connect the hands at the top, and then draw them down to your heart. Pause here. This is the conclusion of our time together as in a yoga physical practice, but the practice of yoga can keep going from here off your mat. So take every lesson that you learn and everything that you come to realize while you're here and apply it to the rest of your day. Thank you so much for showing up today. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Namaste.